Listen, man, I gotta tell you what, I've been stoked for this card, some of these fights, for a while now. Obviously, some of these guys were supposed to fight back in November, and that wasn't able to happen. So right now, I know that these fighters are ready to get it on. And I know that we, as fans, are ready to see some exciting fights. You guys ready for that? Yeah. Perfect, perfect. I want to bring up my partner in crime, Mr. Trevor Barnes. Y'all give it up for Trevor. Now, Trevor was supposed to be fighting on this card. And he had a little bit of an injury and wasn't able to come out, but luckily for me, you got to be on the mic with me.
I'm here for you, Gary. I am here for you.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody is. Glad somebody's here for me. What's up, girl? Anyway, so Trevor, you're looking forward to some of these fights just like I am. Tell me the top three in your mind right now that you're stoked about.
Nissen Ostanek always comes to bang. The Marvin Skipper fight, I'm really looking forward to as well. I mean, dude, I can't pick three. Cody Jones fight's going to be exciting. Then Willard, Jesse Ham fight's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of good fights tomorrow. I don't think we've had this good of a card in a while. This is a nice one.
I know that you and I talked about this previously. We're really excited for this card. House of Blues, 5 p.m. Our doors, 6 p.m. is our first fight, ladies and gentlemen. We got 4 title belts on the line tomorrow night at the House of Blues. Right now, I want to bring up the eye candy for all you guys, our ring card girls. Let's bring up Haley and Rosalie. Hey, now make some noise for these girls. Make some noise for Trevor. Thank you guys all very much for coming out. We have some people that we do want to thank. Thank you very much for coming out here and supporting us at the weigh-ins. We want to thank Club Boca, Celebrations Nightlife. Thank you very much. Blue Energy, HTC, Clarion Hotel, Carolina Coastal Plastic Surgery and Medical, Myrtle Beach Auction, Sarah Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Hurricanes Bar and Grill, Bobby Kelly, wherever you are, let me know. Bobby Kelly, what's up, man? Thank you very much. Bobby Kelly, State Farm, A&A Produce, Fitness Zone, Skydive Myrtle Beach, MMA Mayhem Radio, Unique Kennels, and Absolute Vodka. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Yeah, give her a nice round of applause. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some of these fighters up here. Make some noise for these guys. Come on. We're going to start with our first matchup, the 185-pound division. These are our amateur fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Neil Gray. Neil Gray's debut, ladies and gentlemen, 185 pounds.
And weighing in right at 185 pounds even. Give it up for Neil. All right, Neil, this is your debut, correct? All right, Neil, anything you want to tell these people about what to expect from you tomorrow night?
Just gonna give it a show like I always do. I'm gonna get in there and fight like a dog.
Now you consider yourself more of a stand-up fighter, a ground guy. What do you like to do when you get in there?
I got it all. I got all the tools.
So you ready for whatever's gonna happen tomorrow night?
I'm ready.
All right, folks, let's give it up for Neil Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, bringing up his opponent, Mumia Abu Day Ali.
Do what they told you. You do what they told you. You do what they told you.
Mumia is fighting out of Virginia.
They told you. Now you do what they told you. Now you do what they told you.
Remind you guys, this is 185 pounds.
All right, Mumia also weighing in at 185 Abu De Ali. Did I say it right?
All right.
All right, Munya, I know this is both your guys' debut, and he says he's going to bring the fight to you tomorrow. What can you expect?
Expect a good fight, good war.
So, are we going to like see you guys meet the Miller Kings try to knock each other's block off, or are we going to see a hug match? What are we going to see?
We'll let the fists do the talking tomorrow.
That's all we need right here. Let's give it up for our fighters here. Face off right in the middle here for me, guys. We have Neo Gray versus Munya Abu De Ali. Give it up, folks.
Look, first fight of the night is going to be a scrap, ladies and gentlemen. Every fight on this card, I guarantee you, is going to be heated just like this. Next fight we want to bring up, Mr. Quentin Thomas. This fight is in the 145 pounds division. Once again, guys, we want to let you know that the after party is right here at Club Boca. So tomorrow night, after the fights at the House of Blues, come right back here to Club Boca for the after party. Celebrate with all of our fighters and our ring car girls.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is at 145 pounds. Give it up for Quentin Thomas. All right, guys, we got to see Quentin Thomas fight a few times for Warfare. He's a guy that likes the puppet jab, put in the face, constant action. What can we expect from you tomorrow, Quentin?
I'm gonna put the war in warfare.
Man of few words, Quentin Thomas. I like that. Give it up for Quentin Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up Quentin's opponent now, Mr. Aubrey Ryan. Local fighter Aubrey Ryan is fighting at 145 pounds.
Let's give it up one more time for Aubrey Ryan. Now, Aubrey, we've got to see you fight a lot. What can we expect really from tomorrow? And where have you grown recently in your fight game?
Like you said, it's gonna be a war. I go everywhere, every day. Always sharpening them tools and shit, brother.
You got to sharpen them tools. Give it up for both these fighters one more time for me. Quentin Thomas and Aubrey Ryan.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Quentin Thomas and Aubrey Ryan. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, after the fights at the House of Blues, we're coming right back here for the official after party for Warfare. Doors open at House of Blues at 5 p.m. Our first fights are at 6 p.m. As you well know, once these fights get started, there's probably going to be knockouts. Fights are going to end quick. Make sure you're there early so you can see all of these bouts. Once again, we want to thank Celebrations Nightlife, Club Boca, also Blue Energy, HTC. Thank you to the Clarion Hotel, Carolina Coastal Plastic Surgery and Medical, and Myrtle Beach Auction. Thank you all very much. All right, guys, we're going to bring up our next bout here. It's a state, let's see, let's bring up Ryan first. Ryan Craver. We're going to start this off in our 135-pound division. Mr. Ryan Craver. Let's get Ryan up here to weigh in. There we go. 135 pounds here. Rocking the sprawl shorts, old school. Ryan Craver, I like that.
All right, guys, Ryan Craver, meet me over here in the center of the stage, Ryan. out there who haven't seen you fight before, what are we gonna know about you tomorrow night after the fight's over?
You never know, that's why I gotta show up. Don't want to give away two secrets.
Well, there you go. There you go for Ryan Craver right there, folks. Keeping it close to his chest.
You know, we're gonna bring up his opponent now, Mr. Nathan Gilland. Bring up Nathan. Once again, guys, this bout is at 135 pounds. Tomorrow night at the House of Blues.
I was saying that right. Now Nathan, your opponent's not going to talk too much about what he's got planned for tomorrow, but what can we expect from you?
Fight, plain and simple.
Well, that's just happened to be what everybody paid their tickets for. So let's face off in the middle here, fellas.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Craver and Nathan Gilland. I'll get it tomorrow, Trevor, I promise. Nathan, I'll get it tomorrow, I promise. Gilland, right? Yeah. I'm only human, man, I'm only human. Unlike you, superhuman, right here, this guy. Hey, I thought I saw Blake Grice earlier.
Fear the beard.
Blake Grice here? No, he's not here?
He's here. I saw the beard. He's here.
I'd like to speak to him if he's here. Come up here, Blake.
Oh, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for one of the sexiest beards you're ever going to see.
Mr. Blake Grice, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this studly guy right here. Fancy guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna keep this thing going. After this next weigh-in, I want to talk to Blake. We're gonna bring Blake up here. But first, we gotta introduce our. Oh, here he is, right here. Hey, man, how are you? You good? Yeah. I have a couple questions for you. Step on in here. Well, first of all, I want to. What's on everybody's mind recently after this last UFC? A situation where a fight happened to be stopped, in a lot of people's opinion, a little early. Oh yeah. Yeah. What were your opinions on that? Yeah, I gotta put you on the spot. I mean, even if you give me a politically correct answer, I'd like to hear something out of a professional referee on this thing.
Oh man, you put me on the spot. The question was Herb Dean's stoppage early in the UFC? I can't answer that.
How does one decide on whether like you have the best seat in the house? Obviously, with all of these fights tomorrow night, you know the referees are gonna have the best seat in the house. How do you know when a fight should be stopped and when it shouldn't be stopped in that position when a guy's not intelligently defending himself?
You know, when a guy doesn't have to be getting creamed for the fight to stop, he's got to be intelligently defending. Now, is that intelligent defense? For a moment, yeah. Was he in a bad spot? Yeah. Was he going to maybe get out? Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns. It's really easy for any of us to make that call. I could get up here and say that so-and-so sucks. But being in there is a different story. I had the same experience in the UFC the month before, and I was a little late. And so it's a tough job, so I would never get up here and say Herb Dean did anything wrong. You know, it's a tough job.
You have to instruct these guys on intelligently defending themselves. Is that something that they innately should know, or is that something that you give them pointers on pre-fight?
I give them pointers pre-fight, but also give them pointers during the fight. If I'm about to stop your fight, I'll tell you to fight back or to move, or let me see something about a man, just to know that you're moving. So if I tell you, hey, fight back, and you move, to me that's intelligent defense, because you're trying to better your position.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's got the best seat in the house tomorrow night, Mr. Blake Grice.
I love that beard, man.
Oh, it's unreal, man. It's unreal. All right, guys, let's bring up our stage here, Mr. Willard. Tomorrow night at 145 pounds. 145 pounds, Mr. Willard is our champion. 145 pounds, South Carolina State Champion, Mr. Ben Willard. Coming off of a fight with Brandon Bisha.
Something's raped and taken from me.
145-pound division, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ben Willard, our state champion.
145, Big Ben Willard. Step on the middle here for me, Ben. Now, Ben, a lot of people who've seen you fight before know you're a real strong grappler. You have a real good wrestling background. I also heard recently that you have some Golden Gloves boxing background. We're going to see a little bit more of that stand-up from you in this fight?
Yeah, of course. 2012 amateur boxing world champion, title world champion. I'm going to try to utilize that a little bit more, but I don't go in with a game plan. Everybody that sees me fight knows I'm a finisher, so that's what you need to expect tomorrow.
So are we looking for an early finish or however that finish comes?
It's just not going to go all the rounds.
I like that. I like that prediction. Let's give it up again for Ben Willard. Let's get his opponent on up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jesse Ham. Let's bring up Jesse Ham. 145-pound division. These guys are going to be fighting tomorrow night in the House of Blues. Doors open at 5 p.m. If you haven't got your tickets yet, tickets are available here as well as at the House of Blues.
Give it up one more time for Jesse Ham. Now Jesse, meet me over here in the middle of the stage here. Now your opponent Ben is making some pretty bold predictions about how this fight's going to go tomorrow. He, and I quote, "This will not go the length of the rounds." How do you feel about that statement?
Fight will go where it goes. Big caution in the wind.
That's what a fight's about. So that's what we can expect from you tomorrow. Reckless abandon, just going in there and getting your job done.
Clean and collected.
I like that. Let's face off here for me, fellas.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. 145-pound division, the state title is on the line. Mr. Ben Willard versus Jesse Ham. I want to thank some of our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start with Sarah Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We have Hurricanes Bar and Grill. Thank you guys very much. Bobby Kelly State Farm. Thank you. We appreciate everything that you do for Warfare. Aenin Produce. Fitness Zone. Skydive. Myrtle Beach. MMA Mayhem Radio. Thank you. Unique Kennels and Absolute Vodka. Thank you guys very much. Once again, tomorrow night after the fights, we're coming right back here to Club Boca for our after party. Trevor and I will be here, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Are you going to remember?
Somebody's going to carry me out of here, but I will be here.
It's going to be a good time. Make sure all of you are here. All of our fighters will be here. And there's going to be a slew of ladies in here too, but none of you can talk to her because it's going to be me all night long. I'm single. I'm newly single. It's my divorce party tomorrow night, Andy Hall, right here in Boca. My divorce party is on. All right, guys. Right now I want to bring up our next fighter here. Let's bring up Andy Wynn. 115 pounds here. And Trevor, every single event we have a women's fight on this card, the ladies bring it every single time.
Don't be surprised if these ladies steal the show.
Very possible. Every time that Andy wins on the card, we have a lot of fans that come out to watch Andy fight. It's going to be no different this time in the House of Blues, 115-pound division. Andy Wynn takes the scales.
Let's give it up for Andy Wynn one more time. Andy, meet you out over here in the middle of the stage. Wherever you want to stand, it's fine. Now, Andy, I don't know a whole lot about your opponent that you're fighting tomorrow. What do you know about your opponent?
I don't know anything about her either. I'd rather go in not knowing. It's better that way.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
Anything that you want to say to any of your fans out there? Anybody that came to see you tonight?
Thank you, everybody that supports me. DDM Homes, Melvin Fields, Team Torres, Fitness Estero, everybody. Blake Bryce, who's sharpened my tools. That's it. Have this.
All right, lady of many words, but let's go ahead and bring up her opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up Melissa Timmer. Once again, Melissa and Andy will be fighting at 115 pounds. Expect fireworks tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Our women fights, the female fights always bring it.
All right, Melissa Timmer, go ahead and meet me in the center of the stage here, Melissa. Yeah. Now, Melissa, for me and for all these people out here, I haven't seen you fight before. You definitely look like you want to fight. Let's tell all these people and me what you have planned for tomorrow night.
Expect a good fight. That's what you get.
A good fight. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and face off right here for me. Let's give it up one more time for Andy Wynn and Melissa Timmer.
Yes, I'm excited for that fight, for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up our next fight. It's at 205, the 205-pound division light heavyweights. Let's bring up Brandon Schofield. I'm informed that Brandon's not going to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on. Let's bring up Mr. Drayon Martin. Drayon Martin. 145-pound division, Mr. Drayon Martin. Drayon Martin fighting out of round 30, ladies and gentlemen, 145-pound division. Drayon Martin sporting some camo pants today.
All right, guys, Drayon Martin, we need you over here in the middle of the stage, Drayon. Now, a lot of us have had a chance to see Drayon fight a bunch. Drayon's got a lot of experience. What are we going to see from you tomorrow night, Drayon?
Never come to see.
Oh, he's fighting a local favorite. How do you feel about fighting in a real hostile environment with somebody who's got, let's just say, a brigade behind him?
No pressure.
Just results, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and bring up his opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up Mr. Brandon Bisha. Brandon Bisha fighting out of Sarah, BJJ. Once again, guys, Brandon Bisha versus Drayon Martin is in the 145-pound division. These guys cut weight today to make 145 pounds.
A lot about your opponent, and a lot of these people here have got to see you fight and Drayon, your opponent, fight multiple times. What are they see different from you tomorrow?
They're going to see what I always bring. You know, I'm going to come out, implement my game plan. Drayon and I are going to dance a little bit, see who comes out the victor.
Now that's a dance I'm going to show up to. This sounds lovely. Go ahead and face off right here for me, fellas.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, at 145 pounds, Mr. Drayon Martin versus Brandon Bisha. You guys make some noise for our ladies and gentlemen. Once again, our after party is right here at Club Boca tomorrow night after our show at the House of Blues. So make sure when you leave the House of Blues, everybody drive safe, no drinking, no driving, no texting, driving. Get here for the after party. Doors open at House of Blues at 5 p.m. First fight is at 6 p.m. There's going to be some scraps, so make sure you're there to see all the fights, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank our sponsors, Club Boca, Celebrations Nightlight, Blue Energy, HTC. Thank you to the Clarion Hotel, Carolina Coastal Plastic Surgery and Medical, and Myrtle Beach Auction. Thank you very, very much. All right, now let's see where we are here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up Mr. Mike Mullins. Mike Mullins. This fight is at 135 pounds and is for the vacant state title, the vacant South Carolina state title. Mike Mullins.
Mike Mullins. Now, Mike, a lot of these people locally have got to see Chris Myers, your opponent, fight a bunch of times. I personally never got to see you fight. What can we expect from you tomorrow night?
I'm gonna let the fight do the talking for me, man. I don't even like getting
You're just gonna bring the fists and let them do the talking, right? Just like that. All right, I'm gonna leave him at that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bring up his opponent, local boy, Mr. Chris Myers. Once again, this is a local fighter, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Myers. At 135 pounds, fighting Mr. Mike Mullins for the vacant South Carolina state title at 135 pounds. Chris Myers is fighting out of Sarah Jiu-Jitsu. Hometown gym here.
All right, let's give it up for Chris Myers. All right, Chris, your opponent doesn't want to do a whole lot of talking. He says he's got a pretty direct plan for what's going to happen tomorrow night. Are we going to see the normal explosive Chris Myers tomorrow?
That's normally the way it goes. I don't really know much about him, so we'll just see how it goes, I guess.
I think we're going to take a cue from him and say we're just going to see how it happens when it happens, right? All right, gentlemen, go ahead and face off right in the middle for me.
It's going to be a scrap, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night at the House of Blues, Mike Mullins versus Chris Myers. There you go. Make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good show tomorrow night at the House of Blues. 135 pounds for the vacant South Carolina state title. Our next fighters that we want to bring up, ladies and gentlemen, is in the 185-pound division. First of all, we're going to bring up Mr. Paul Feinberg. Paul Feinberg, come up here, wait for us.
The floor for a second. Is there anything you want to say to anybody out there, your opponent, fans, anybody out there included?
I ain't really got that much to say right now. I haven't fought in a while. Been about a year and a half, so I'm just getting in my fist to the top.
You're going to let about a year and a half lay off, show tomorrow, you can go ahead and make a statement. That's what I want to hear, right? Basically, I like it. Go ahead and give it up for Paul Feinberg one more time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent we're going to bring up next is Mr. Gore. This is at 185 pounds. Gore coming to the stage now. Gore versus Mr. Paul Feinberg. Tomorrow night in the House of Blues.
to see you fight. I know you've had some injuries and some other layoffs. How excited are you for tomorrow night?
I'm very high. I'm ready to go. Like, I don't have anything else to say. I'm just let my fight do the talk.
Man, a few words. I like that. Go ahead and face off right in the middle for me, gentlemen. We got Paul Feinberg versus Gore, 185. Let's give it up, guys.
There it is, tomorrow night, 185 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, at the House of Blues. We want to thank some more sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, starting off with Sarah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you very much for being part of our Warfare show. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, Bobby Kelly, State Farm, thank you very much. A&A Produce, Fitness Zone, Skydive Myrtle Beach, MMA Mayhem Radio. Thank you guys very much for not interviewing me or Trevor for this part.
I want to talk to you right now.
I don't know what's up with that. Unique Kennels, thank you guys very much. And Absolute Vodka, thank you guys also. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout will be our regional championship at 205 pounds. Let's bring up Mr. Chase Gamble. Chase is fighting out of Body Quest MMA. Chase Gamble weighing in today on 205-pound division. North Carolina. Once again, this is our regional championship. 205 pounds, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Chase, come on over here to the middle of the stage for me. Now, Chase, I actually had a chance to see you fight in North Carolina where another friend of mine, a training partner, fought. Explosive. You definitely pushed the pace. Anything else you want to expand on that?
Nah, this summer I actually seen a post online. I had rankings. I had Derek Brown, one of the top 3. And at that point I told Alan I wanted to fight. My coach told me I wanted to fight him. I started bugging Andy Hall. And it was supposed to happen back in August. I've been training. I got hurt. I've been training. I'm ready to go.
So you've been waiting a while to get this shot.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's go ahead and bring up his opponent so we can talk a little bit more to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, local fighter at 205 pounds, Mr. Derek Brown. He is your regional champion. Fighting out of Fitness as MMA.
From the cheers, I hear a lot of these people seen you fight, know you. Anything you want to specifically say to your opponent? Or I mean, he's coming to take it, is what he's telling me. So, anything you want to say to him?
I really didn't catch that part. I wasn't really listening to the bullshit that's going on. So, I don't know, but I'm taking my title. I'm coming in the champ and I'm leaving the champ. That's all I got to say about it.
Direct and to the point. Derek Brown, I like that. Let's go ahead and face off in the middle for me, fellas.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, 205 pounds for your regional title, Mr. Chase Gamble versus Derek Brown. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. This is a scrap right here. This is going to be a great fight at the House of Blues tomorrow night. Derek, I have a question for you, my friend. How does it feel to be called out like that? I think this is probably the first time that you've been called out like that. Somebody's asked you for a fight. How do you feel about that?
I'm giving him exactly what he asked for. If he asked for a fight, I'm giving him one.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, there's nothing changing tomorrow night. Derek Brown versus James Gamble for your regional title at 205 pounds. Trevor, that's going to be a fight right there.
I'm a little tingly right now. I'm excited
too. Ooh. Makes me want to punch you in the face. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to punch you. I don't even know what weapon from you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more amateur fight on this card. It's also for our 170-pound regional title. Let's bring up first our challenger, Mr. Justin Hatcher. £170-pound regional title is on the line. Justin Hatcher.
Justin Hatcher, let's give it up for Justin. Now, Justin, I know you're not getting a whole lot of local love here tonight, but what are we going to see from you tomorrow?
I mean, you're going to see a good fight. I gotta come in as the underdog, but that's all good, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put on a good show for the fans, and it's going to be a big upset, you know what I'm saying?
Well, tomorrow's going to be the fight. You're going to show what you need to show, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Justin and bring out his opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing up Justin Hatcher's opponent, your regional champion at 170 pounds, Mr. Cody Jones. Cody Jones is fighting out of Rolling Sports here in Myrtle Beach. He is your 170-pound regional champion. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your champion at 170 pounds. The regional champion fighting out of Rolling Sports, Mr. Cody Jones takes the scale.
All right, Cody. Now, your opponent Justin's calling for the big upset tomorrow. Anything you want to say to him and obviously your little fans out there?
Man, I've been training really hard for this fight, man. Thanks for him for coming up here and fighting. I was supposed to fight a bunch of different other people before this, and he was the only one that would take the fight.
Well, let's give it up again for Justin for doing that.
Other than that, man, I've been working on some stuff since my last fight, so I'm going to put it to the test in the cage tomorrow, and we'll see what the outcome is.
Well, I know you've had a lot of miles that you put on training. You've been doing a lot of traveling. Anybody you want to thank specifically for that?
Yeah, man, first of all, I want to thank my mom. She definitely helped me out, and all my sponsors. My family here at Club Boca, Unique Kennels, Jamie Skipper, Grand Strand Auto Insurance, Ronin Sports, kind of using my cheat sheet over there a little bit, and Walker Vivian for letting me get on there, stay with it down in Florida, Brazilian Top Team, and Jacksonville Muay Thai and 8 Points Muay Thai.
All right, if you don't got anything else to say, I think we all want to see you two face off right here.
Mr. Justin Hatcher versus Cody Jones. I'm looking forward to that one. So that's going to close out our amateur fights tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. We have some pro fights that are coming up here in just a few moments. With that said, how about everybody make some noise for our amateur fighters that are fighting tomorrow night? I expect to hear the Bisha Brigade a little louder than that. There we go. Thank you. Thought you all went home. Thank you very much to Club Boca. This is the home of our after party tomorrow night. After you're done in the House of Blues, the last fight is over. Get in your cars. No drunk driving, no texting and driving, but come right here, ladies and gentlemen. The after party's going to be here. I'm going to be here. Trevor's going to be here. Blake Rice is going to be here.
With the beard.
Haley, you going to be here? Rosalie, you going to be here? See? Everybody's going to be here, so I expect to see you as well. Thank you very much to HTC, Blue Energy, Clarion Hotel, Carolina Coastal Plastic Surgery and Medical, and Myrtle Beach Auction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our pro fights. Our first pro fight of the evening is going to be Mr. Stephen Aenin. Let's bring up Stephen Aenin. This fight is at 205 pounds. Stephen Aenin. Stephen Aenin.
All right, Stephen, come on, meet me over here right in the center. Now, Stephen, you've fought a lot of tough opponents. Anything you want to say or anybody you fought that you feel prepared you for an opponent like Marvin Skipper?
I don't think I've fought anybody yet that'll prepare me for somebody like Marvin, because he's got a really good skill set and he's really strong. But that being said, I've worked my ass off to get here. I fought a lot of tough guys. They told me that Marvin was the toughest guy around here, so I said, hey, let's get together and see who is the toughest.
So it's going to be a battle of the toughest tomorrow, is what you like to say?
From what I understand, I think so.
Well, let's go ahead and bring up his opponent and see what he feels about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up, fighting out of Sarah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Mr. Marvin Beast Mode Skipper. Once again, reminding everyone that this fight is at 205 pounds. Stephen Aenin versus Marvin Beast Mode Skipper.
Now, Marvin, I'm glad that you consistently bring the sexy underwear every time I'm not weighing. I appreciate that. Now, what can we expect? Anything you want to say to your opponent for tomorrow night? I mean, I know we all know how you bring it, but anything you want to say to these people out there?
Just a lot of trouble is going to happen. I switched camps for this. I went to a new school named Sarah's, best gym on the grass sugar. Best gym. I've been training with the best around, best in the world. I'd like to give a big shout out to Island Bar and Grill, Brandon Bisha for carrying out the Black Zines. Training with the best. And at my old school, I was my own coach, my own weightlifting partner, I had my girlfriend as my nutrition coach, and all this. Now I got my jiu-jitsu coach named Frankie Patches. He's the best I got a boxing coach, I got a nutrition coach, I got a cardio coach and driving formation. I mean, I got coaches, and I never had a coach, and I just see a lot of trouble, just a lot of trouble. And I'm glad Stephen took the fight, but it's just a lot of trouble's coming tomorrow night.
I like a little bit of trouble, and I think we all out there too. Gentlemen, let's go ahead and meet right in the center.
And I want to say one more thing. I want to give a big shout out to my mom. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Mom. And please keep my dad in your prayers. This big W I'm about to get is for my dad.
All right, I like to hear that. Let's face off right here for me, fellas.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stephen Aenin versus Marvin Beast Mode Skipper. Before we get to our main event, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank Sarah Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Hurricanes Bar and Grill, Bobby Kelly, State Farm, thank you very much. A&A Produce, Fitness Zone, Skydive Myrtle Beach, MMA Mayhem Radio, thank you guys for all of your support. Unique Kennels and Absolute Vodka, thank you. Thank you, Haley. Rosalie, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. You are beautiful.
No, you're beautiful. Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to our main event right now. At 205 pounds. Okay, let's drop it down. Hell with at 185 pounds, let's bring up Mr. Jose Figueroa. Jose sporting the unique Kennels t-shirt. Jose is making the trip up from ATT down in Orlando. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Jose.
Now, Jose, you are pretty much top of the line when it comes to the ground game, and that's one thing that excites me a lot about this fight. We have two high-level ground fighters, jiu-jitsu black belts, and we're going to see probably some of the most exciting fights outside of these higher levels, the UFC and Bellator and stuff like that. Anything you want to say to these people out there who haven't got to see you fight yet?
I just come to bring it, standing on the ground. It's not only looking for a black belt on the ground, but black belt standing as well. I'm ready to bring it.
That's what we want to hear. Let's go ahead and bring up his opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up local fighter Mr. Nissen Osternet. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is at 185 pounds. Jose Figueroa versus Nissen Osternet.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Trevor, just to see you up here. This guy used to be my limo driver, and now he's doing big things, you guys. I'm really proud of this guy.
Hey, a little side plug, straight up. This guy got me serious about MMA, and I'm going to thank him right here in front of everybody for really showing me what it was like to take it to the next level. And anything you want to say to these people? Anything you want to say to your opponent tonight?
I'm just stoked to be here. I'm always glad to fight at Myrtle Beach, and I'll spend the week here. It's just tough for me to stay here in the wintertime. I know you guys miss me, but it's super cold and waves have been really good in Hawaii. But I love you guys, and I'm stoked to put on a good show tomorrow. I got a really tough opponent. It's going to be a war.
Warfare. That was a nice little plug. Go ahead and face off right in the center of the stage here for me, fellas.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. UFC WEC vet Nissen Osternet versus M1 champion Jose Figueroa. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night at the House of Blues, 5 o'clock are the doors, 6 o'clock will be our first fight. Thank you very much for coming out and supporting us. Club Boca is the site of our after party. After you're done at the House of Blues, make sure you come back here and party with us here at Club Boca. Trevor, thank you very much, my friend.
Oh, you are more than welcome.
I'm looking forward to these fights tomorrow night.
There's going to be a lot of good ones, top to bottom of this card.
I don't know what I'm looking forward to the most, but I tell you what, Wishaw Brigade, I know what you're looking forward to. You're looking forward to Drayon Martin versus Brandon Wishaw. We got so many guys here on this card that are local guys. Please come out and show your support tomorrow night for them, as well as the guys making the trip from out of town. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow night at the House of Blues and back here for the after party at Club Boca.